Well, seeing as how we are still in summer vacation, I thought why not take a look at a show about summer vacation. Phineas and Ferb was a Disney cartoon show created by Dan Povenmire and Jeff Swampy Marsh, who voiced Dr. Doofenshmirtz and Major Monogram in this show, by the way. And it's about two titular kids making the most out of their summer vacation by building all sorts of inventions in their backyard that their mom is seemingly oblivious to, no matter how many times their teenage sister Candace tries to show her them before they disappear. This is because of the Flynn Fletcher's family pet platypus named Perry's constant victories against his nemesis named Dr. Doofenshmirtz, as the latter always has his evil schemes that, when foiled, leads to everything returning back to normal. It's a show about not taking any day for granted, and we wouldn't want it any other way. And with the new Phineas and Ferb movie, Candace Against the Universe, coming to Disney Plus soon, I thought it would be best to spend a small time of this summer talking about one of this show's episodes called Skiddley Whiffers. Dad, I know what I'm gonna do today. In this 11 or so minute episode, Candace wins yet another board game of Skiddley Whiffers against Phineas and Ferb, which gives the latter two the idea to create a giant version of the game across Danville, their home city by the way. Candace at first wants to bust the boys for it, but decides to put that on hold and play with them alongside Isabella, Buford, and Baljeet. Meanwhile, Perry the Platypus, aka Agent P, has to stop Doofenshmirtz, help Doofenshmirtz overprotect his daughter Vanessa while she's camping with her friends. I'm not even kidding, that's how the subplot of this episode goes. That is until he learns to let go of her, but accidentally unleashes bees to attack the campers. Doofenshmirtz comes in to save the day, and by the next episode he's back to his evil ways. When will he ever learn? Good! I like the message of this subplot of the episode, where even though the older kids might become more independent, there is still a possibility that he or she might need help. The jokes are fine in this episode, even though they're not the most hilarious things ever. I even like the Skiddley Whiffers game itself, to the point that it actually inspired me to loosely make my own version of the game that moves around my block. True story, actually. Also, the moment Doofenshmirtz imagines Vanessa as a little kid is fun to watch too. Bad! At the beginning of this episode, the kids are playing regular Skiddley Whiffers with two dice, and in order to win, one has to have both of them land on the crown side of them. Does this mean that winning the game requires luck? I don't know, I'm just wondering. Also, when the giant game begins, they move to their right in front of the family's house, but end up ending the game in the same way they came. What gives? Because the map Phineas and Ferb showed was going around in a circle across Danville. Another complaint I have is that in the giant game they play, in order to pass a turn, you have to toss an electronic die to the next player. My issue with this is what happens if he or she can't catch it? Do you have to get up out of your game piece to retrieve it? What happens if it falls into the wrong hands? I don't think Phineas and Ferb thought this giant game invention through, huh? Also, in the opening commercial for the Skiddley Whiffers board game, it states that if you don't have a copy, you'll be excluded from playing at school. I don't think that's a nice thing to say, especially when you're marketing something fun. To conclude, Skiddley Whiffers is a fine episode of Phineas and Ferb that might be better if you're wearing nostalgia goggles, but I've seen better things out there. My recommendation would be to watch it if you're really into board games. As for me, I might play my own version again sometime in the future. So with that taken care of, I'm going to give this episode 3 fingers out of 5. Okay, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and or whatever floats your boat. I'm the Purple Mario, and have a great summer, everybody!